is Marissa Ulysses. I'm a mom of 2 under 2, and I'm a wife, a believer. I love Yeshua. He is my best friend. Okay, let's do this for real. We're ready, we're focused, we're prepared. Yes, I'm rooting you on, Marissa. Let's go. I wanted to talk about some things that I've learned as a mom with 2 under 2. I've got my handy dandy iPad, so that's what I'm looking at because I'm not playing. I said, let me make sure that I have things labeled out, and I'm gonna try to follow them and not like go on a rampage and not talk you guys' ear off. But we'll see. We'll see how it comes out. Yeah, we'll see. Before I even go into the list of things that I wrote out on that iPad, I just want to talk about just really quickly. I just want to say something that if you are a parent who has their kids back to back, or you have 2 under 2, 3 under 3, 4 under 4, or whatever, I want you to know that you are doing an amazing job and that you are rocking it. Number 2, first and foremost, is that it is not easy. When my husband and I found out about our second child, tons of people had lots to say, and it's just like, I want to encourage you guys to know that that's none of anyone's business, you know, that they are not an oopsie, because that's a lot of the things that come with having kids close in age. I heard a lot of that. I heard, oh, is this an oopsie? Or it's gonna be so hard, you're gonna be tired, you're not gonna sleep, they're gonna fight all the time. And it's like nothing but negative things were spoken, and I had to pray and go to the Lord about a lot of those things, because I'm like, negative, we're not having any of that. And honestly, my kids are the opposite. Like, they work really well together. My oldest, he's trying to climb up on something that he shouldn't be climbing right now, but he's super attentive to his little brother. I mean, it's amazing. Yes, it can be challenging. Yes, I am sleep deprived sometimes, but would I want to trade it for the world? No. Is this gonna last forever? No. 1 second, guys, come on, what are you doing? I say all that to say that you will make it. It will be okay. You will learn your kids will learn you. It is a learning process. Everyone is new to this. Careful. You will make it. You and your partner will make it, and you're making it right now by taking the steps that you're taking. It's gonna be okay. Sometimes it will cause for more talks and more communication between the two of you guys, or just, okay, breathing in, inhaling and exhaling. Excuse me. So with that being said, I'm sorry guys, how many times have I had to stop and pause and then refilm? Yes is the answer. But now with that out the way, like me saying that, I talked about communication a little bit, and communication is so important between you and your partner, between you and your kids. I'm a big believer that just because my kids are kids doesn't mean that I can't communicate or even apologize to them if I am wrong. So that's one thing that I think is so important. Making sure that there's open communication. Like I said, a lot of these things that I'm talking about right now is a lot of things that I'm still working out and learning, and I'm sure there's so much more that will come, and I can even do a part 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, however many more that I need to do to just update you guys and just share what I'm learning along the way with the Lord. So yes, communication is so important. It makes so many things so much easier, especially when having kids between you and your partner. Number 2, for me, me and my husband don't have community and support or family out here. We just moved from where we were born not too long ago. We've been here in this new place maybe I want to say going into a year. So that's non-existent. So if you do have community and support, I would say take it from someone who we ain't got that. Okay, so there's no breaks, there's no, oh yeah, maybe if we just want to go take a walk. No, the baby's coming too. You know, so we all going outside, and don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with it, but it is nice to get some time alone, and we do incorporate that, and there are ways to incorporate that you know, as a family or as a stay-at-home parent, you know, whether when they go down, you just take some time to do whatever you want to do, have some free time, or when they go to sleep, you know, maybe you might be tired, but that might just be the time where you go figure out and do a hobby that you may like to do. As far, maybe it's reading, maybe it's doing crossword puzzles. It may not be something where you can go outside and do, but again, they're not going to be young forever. So a big thing is grace, grace, grace. You have to give yourself lots of grace. This is new, as I mentioned before, so it's something that everyone's adjusting to. Yes, you see your mama talking? It's something that everyone is adjusting to it. The reality is that you cannot do everything at the same time or accomplish everything in one day. For me, I am big on cleanliness and my space in my home being clean. With kids, that cannot always happen. So sometimes, for instance, what I would do pre-kids is deep clean the entire house, excuse me, every Sunday, and in between I would clean like in between the week. So like a Wednesday I'll be cleaning and doing some stuff to just to tidy up and clean up. You cannot do that all the time with 2 under 2. It's just not realistic. What I realize is sometimes I might get to washing dishes, but I may not be able to, or not washing dishes, I'm sorry, excuse me, leave it. Sometimes I may get to put a load into the dishwasher, but I may not be able to take it out that same night. It may just have to wait till tomorrow morning, and that's okay. Sometimes I may start to clean out my closet. That's not the necessary thing at the moment. So if it's not the necessary thing at the moment, then it can wait until the weekend, you know, or slowly doing things in increments, you know, like, okay, doing part of the closet or starting, and you know, just figuring out just different things that can work around it, to work around this new space, this new environment. That's what helps me just keep me sane, you know what I mean? Yeah. As far as like adjusting to environments and things like that, as with cleaning, something that's helped me, and I'll even share, hopefully it's helpful for somebody out there. I make a cleaning schedule because sometimes obviously you can't get to everything and do what I did pre-kids as far as like one designated day to cleaning. That might not work for everyone. So sometimes maybe Tuesday is cleaning the bathrooms or cleaning the toilets. Wednesday is scrubbing the kitchen counters down and doing a deep clean with that. So I think those are like practical things that can be helpful outside of me just sharing, okay, like, hey, this and that, like, because I don't want to be one of those people that are, hey, this doesn't work, or this is stressful, this can be overwhelming, without giving tangible like solutions. I never want to, somebody told me once, never present a problem without a solution. So if I'm going to say something, then there needs to be a backup or come back to that problem to say, how am I going to get out of this, or what is going to help me achieve my goal? So that's something that can help you guys achieve just cleanliness, because I feel like there's no excuse for a house to be looking crazy, you know. Sometimes it happens, but absolutely not. Absolutely. Oh, the sun is telling on my hair, so I can see everything now, but there's no excuse. I'm gonna go on to the next thing. The next thing is the other thing is making time for yourself, investing in yourself, doing things that you like to do. Earlier I talked about hobbies, but that's a real thing. It's not even a joke. Sometimes I just sleep, or I just stare. I don't do anything because it's been such a hectic day. But outside of that, I think it's important to, if you are a dancer, start dancing again once you recover postpartum, or if you're a dad, then you know, doing things that you did pre-baby, because it's so easy to get sucked into parenthood and then that's your identity, when it's not. Like, you were someone before you had your children, and it's okay to indulge in that. Like, it's okay to even think about that. Your kids will be kids not for long. Eventually they grow up and they become us, they become adults. So I think it's important to set aside time, and I find personally when I do that, I'm such a better mother, because I know that when they look at me, they don't just see mama. They see, wow. They see an author. They say, wow, I see a photojournalist. They say, wow, I see so much more than someone who's just taking care of me. And that also helps them in their development, because now they're like, okay, wow, my mom was taking care of me, or my parent was taking care of me, and they were doing this, but they were also doing other things, and now I aspire to do that. Now they have goals. Now you're setting an example of what it looks like to push and be determined and have drive and all these other things, and it just helps all around. I mean, it just helps all around, and also helps your partner. Your partner may be feeling the same thing. So if both of you guys are both looking at things that you love doing outside of parenthood, and even together, spending time together. I know a lot of people talk about it, but I want to talk about just separately, because sometimes you just want to do your own thing, and that's okay. There's no reason to feel bad about that. Like, do not feel bad about that. That is an okay feeling. It gets bad when you're totally isolating yourself. Now that's a different story, you know, and that's not what I'm referring to. But it's healthy to have some time by yourself, or just even some time with the Lord. Like, there's been countless times where after a long day, or just even during the day, I'm like, Lord, I'm just drawing from grace within you, because I can't do it in my own strength. I'm not raising these kids, or me and my husband aren't raising our kids, rather, because it's not just me. We're not raising our kids in our own strength. We're raising it with the strength of the Lord, the strength that the Lord has given us. So it's not, because I know I can't do it by myself. We can't do it by ourselves. So I think it's just keeping that in mind, and you know, being mindful of certain things, being mindful of the people that you bring around your children, because there's been times where you know, this is no shade, there's been times where people have come around my kids, or I've like gone around other people's kids, and then they pick up certain behaviors and mannerisms, and as a parent, it's your job to correct those things. Certain things are just kind of like, you can't avoid it, but I have learned that is a thing, and it's very easy for them to do. So I really hope that what I've shared was helpful for someone, and that if you guys have any questions, please write them in the comment section below, or if you follow me on Instagram at Marissa Ulysses, DM me, whatever. Any other things that you guys would like me to talk about in future videos, please let me know, and I'll consider them prayerfully, because I'm not just gonna be talking about just anything on here. So that'll be so helpful. Bless you guys. Bye.